What's going on, guys? Got some topics we're gonna quickly jump right in on. And then later tonight, I was gonna spend this video doing an opening, but I want to give you guys as much quality content as I can give you. Talk about topics that might be informative, that might be helpful, and we'll just save the opening for later tonight. Hopefully we don't get interrupted tonight. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully no one attacks the chat, but we have no control over that stuff. Anyways, I've still got the packs that we opened from the 151 ATB. I've still got that stuff sitting right here. We'll open probably a couple boxes tonight. We've got 7 cards left, but let's go ahead and get into it. So today's video is about 3 topics: Pokemon Restocks, first edition prices falling, and mystery packs with mystery slabs and mystery items. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Anyways, so regarding Pokemon Restocks, recently Pokemon Co. Thankfully, somebody let me know this stuff. I really appreciate you guys when you text me and let me know any information when stuff drops, when there are alerts. I should probably get Twitter at this point so I can be a little bit better informed on things like this. Still, regardless, thank you guys for keeping me in the loop on stuff. So there was some pretty crazy drops on Pokémon Center recently. So we had Evolving Skies restocked, which is kind of scary considering the fact that we've thought for the longest time Evolving Skies to the moon. And, you know, some of us really maybe should have sold during the boom of everything, maybe should have sold our Evolving Skies cases and booster boxes. I am still holding on to mine. I still think Evolving Skies specifically has way more room to run. I really want to buy more of it. And if I was able to get my hands on this restock that hit Pokemon Center, I would totally buy booster boxes for $140, $150 all day. I am curious how they're going to affect the market. Are prices on the market going to drop substantially? So far, we're not really seeing that. Evolving Skies still holding around $400, $500 a booster box. You might hear my daughter in the background. That is very typical. You might hear some dogs barking in the background. You might hear laundry getting done in the background. I have no control over that stuff. I have no control over that stuff. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Daddy's working right now. I'm working right now. Anyways, so we've had a lot of restocks. Some are really odd. We had some Sun and Moon restocks that hit the Pokemon Center website, and when I was sent that information, I was like, this makes zero sense. Why in the world? Either it's a glitch, and somebody can speak on this, leave a comment, let us know that, yeah, the site was glitching out. No one got their hands on any Sun and Moon. But if you were able to get your hands on some Sun and Moon products, please let us know in the comments. That would be very interesting for me to know as far as restocks go. I would never even consider that Pokemon has Sun and Moon stock still sitting. I mean, maybe they have some back stock that they'll put in tins or boxes down the road, but really there should be no Sun and Moon left. We're already done with the Sword and Shield block, so Sword and Shield products, wild, wild west, right? Anything can happen with Sword and Shield, but Sun and Moon, I don't know why would be restocking or why would be supplied again. That would be a really nice treat. I think everyone and their mother is going to be jumping to buy Sun and Moon products regardless of what they are or what prices they're at on Pokemon.com. It would just be amazing to get retail Sun and Moon. But it also opens up some other questions about, you know, the state of Pokemon and the markets and where everything is going. Is Pokemon going to start printing even more? I mean, now they have more printing capability than they've ever had during the boom, during 2020, 21, 22, and 2023. I mean, they've been printing more Pokemon cards than they've ever printed before, and I wonder moving forward if this means that we're bound to get more and more restocks because they have the potential to create more revenue that way, and that keeps money out of scalpers' hands and out of the secondhand market. And Pokemon would be very smart for reprinting sets. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, like, yes, it hurts the investment side of it, but at the end of the day, in the long run, they are not going to reprint all these sets. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They might reprint, 2 eras out, 2 generations out. They might reprint. But honestly, we have no confirmation that they're doing any kind of Sun and Moon reprints. So I wouldn't have anybody freak out over that yet. But they are definitely doing Evolving Skies reprints, and people are getting them out of vending machines. They were able to get them on Pokémon Center. They were literally selling booster boxes for $140 on Pokémon Center of Evolving Skies. It may have been like $143 or $147, something like that. But still, amazing price point to get in at. That was the price point that I was buying Evolving Skies boxes back when people thought I was crazy for even paying that price, because I think they were going for like $100, $120, something like that. But yeah, Evolving Skies, $150 or less, no brainer. Now, what is going to be the repercussion of that? How is the market going to respond to that? I don't think the market's going to do anything. Honestly, I don't think these restocks are significant enough for any response to happen, and I don't think that they're significant enough to drop the prices. I think when a product releases like Evolving Skies and the public eats it up and everybody wants it, even though the pull rates are trash and you're probably never going to get an alt art out of that set. All jokes aside, I have never gotten an alt art out of Evolving Skies, so just, bear with me on that. It's called Evolving Cries for a reason. It's so bad. It's so good. The cards that could be in there are so good. But for me personally, Evolving Skies has never really delivered. And Sword and Shield was pretty brutal overall with my pull rates. I know a lot of people that had a lot of fun in Sword and Shield. I had fun in Sword and Shield, but it was pretty much at the end. And it was during a special set with Crown Zenith. And Crown Zenith, everybody was getting good pull rates. And now Crown Zenith doesn't mean squat. Crown Zenith is like meh. Crown Zenith has been printed in the ground so much, which people said this, and honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen. I really felt like Crown Zenith was special. The last set of Sword and Shield, they're not going to print this to oblivion. I was wrong. I will be wrong time and time again. It's going to happen. I'm going to have opinions on stuff, and I'm going to be wrong about it, and I'm willing to admit, hey, I was wrong about this, guys, and should have known better. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. In hindsight, everything seems clearer. But, and I feel the same way with 151, and maybe I'll be wrong about 151. So far, 151 is still holding up nicely. Singles are still holding up in 151. That product is doing really well. But I wonder, if 151 gets a massive reprint the same way that Crown Zenith, another special set gets a massive reprint, that will crush the set value, which will be good for people buying the set and getting into it. What I found is that when going after Modern, there's a friend of mine that has this saying, wait 6 months, wait for a set to be out for 6 months. And generally, that's a really good rule to have. That's a good way to keep your costs down and to not be a part of the FOMO and the hype. This is a Pokemon-based channel. I will do stuff other than that. I like other things in life, but honestly, most of my time is spent thinking, looking, buying Pokemon products. So this is what the channel is mostly made up of. But Evolving Skies, I'm trying to think, why did I go off on that tangent? I think there was also a Sword and Shield reprint as well. A buddy of mine was able to get some blisters of Sword and Shield base. Now, that doesn't surprise me. It's not shocking. It doesn't surprise me that Evolving Skies got bought up immediately. It didn't last on the website. People are trying to get way too much for it right now. $400 or $500 is way too much for that box right now. And people will continue to probably spend $400 or $500 on a box of Evolving Skies. I don't think, now that that price has happened before, I don't think people are going to want to backtrack and take less than what they could get in theory for those boxes. But yeah, that's all I got on restocks. Do I think that they affect the market? I've had this opinion before, and I still have the same opinion now. No, I don't think they affect the market. I don't think that it's anything to worry about. If you have a stock of, you're stocked up on Modern product, you've got stuff sitting in your closet the same way I do, or in your garage the same way I do, I don't think you have anything to worry about. That product is back on the market for people to get. Typically, when a set's been out of print for a while, it's going to continue to rise. It's going to continue to get more popular, and it's going to continue to get harder to get. So people are going to absorb that product when it comes back onto the market, and things will kind of continue as they have been. It is good to be in the know when it comes to restocks, though. If there is a restock going on, right, I would have greatly benefited from knowing that there was an Evolving Skies restock. If I knew there was an Evolving Skies restock, I would have literally tried to buy probably $3,000 or $4,000 worth of Evolving Skies. Like, I would have put my foot down on all of my collection goals right now. And, you know, this is something for Pokemon to take note of, that people still really want Evolving Skies, regardless of what the pull rates are like. We've got my child screaming for me. We've got the dogs barking. It's lovely. It's another day on this channel. I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Honestly, I don't know why you watch my content. I really don't know why. It's somewhat informative, but I mean, geez, we're almost at 4,000 subscribers. We're like 40 subs away from 4K. I cannot believe it. I'm extremely grateful, extremely appreciative, and I want to bring you guys the best possible content I can do. Aspen! I'm almost done! Aspen's really cranky right now. Next up, because I think we're done with the whole restock situation. I don't even know if it was a real restock or if it was some kind of glitch with Evolving Skies, but apparently it was a restock. I missed the boat. You guys missed the boat. We all missed the boat. We missed the boat together. Okay, moving forward, first edition prices. Now, this is something that's sensitive for me because I am selling my first edition. I'm selling my... It's so hard for me to think with her wailing right now. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and make it quick. I am selling my first edition collection. My first edition base set hollows, the 16 of them, except for Charizard. I'll probably sell Charizard last. It is up for sale, but whether I will actually go through with a lower price sale on it is another big question, because I do want a nicer grade Charizard, but I'm very happy with my PSA 5. It's a very strong PSA 5. There's literally no reason for me to get rid of that card. I got in at a pretty good price. There's no reason for me to upgrade to like a super high-end first edition Charizard when it's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but it is something I'm considering to roll all those first edition hollows into higher grade hollows. But it's a sensitive topic because right now, first edition prices are plummeting. They are plummeting right now. Someone left me a comment the other day, why would you sell your first editions in this market right now? Because it's time to put them up for sale. Whether they sell in this market or next year is another question for what I'm asking for them. But I have them up because I am ready to make that jump. I am ready to upgrade that whole first edition master set and you know, try and go for like 8s or 9s. That's my goal with that stuff, along with the gold stars and the shining first editions. I want to eventually go after those, and I still need to finish my crystal collection. And there's an auction for a crystal Charizard this week that's very tempting and will cost an arm and a leg if I were to go through with it. But anyways, yeah, first editions are falling right now. We're seeing the lowest prices we've ever seen. Aspen seems to be okay now, so that's good. We're seeing the lowest prices we've ever seen on first edition Charizards right now. We're seeing like 7s go for $6,000. We're seeing 8s go for 7.5. We're seeing Beckett 9.5. We just saw a BGS 9.5 gold label. We just saw that card go for $17,000. Now you guys might be thinking, $17,000 is not chump change, Orion. What's the point here? It's falling. It doesn't seem like it's falling. Relative to the market that we were in a year ago, even 6 months ago, arguably, it is tanked. The first edition Charizard has tanked, and it has nothing to do with CGC, BGS, PSA. They're all coming down, and while I love my card and think it's probably a potential regrade for a higher grade, the market is the market, so I know I'm probably going to get some lowball offers on my Charizard card. I'm not worried about it. I'm not forced to take any offers, so I'm just I'm just gonna let things happen, feel things out. If in the same week I get an offer and there's a good deal or an auction going on for a higher grade Charizard, I might make that leap of faith. But regardless, it's not a great time to be selling first edition cards right now. It is a great time to be buying first edition cards right now. Prices are falling. I'm going to be watching a Venusaur. I know I saw the cheapest Venusaur listing I've seen in a while. That card was $3,000, $2,800 all day like a year ago. Now, maybe even 6 months ago, now you're seeing them go for $2,400, $2,300. Maybe even it'll get to the point where it's $2,000 for a PSA 9 first edition Venusaur. That might be a stretch, but we could see it happening. And I'm kind of glad I traded my Blastoise and my Venusaur at Collecticon, because during Collecticon, I felt like the market was falling. And there's still all these vendors still paying decent prices for stuff, still paying 60, 70% on stuff. I think for vendors right now, it could be a really good time to be buying stuff because we're in a buyer's market. But at the same time, it just feels like things are falling right now, and it would be a bad time to be roped into having a ton of equity put into Pokemon right now. I would rather buy more into Pokemon when I see a trend or another bubble or another, we get money printed again. I would rather, it sounds contradicting, but I would rather jump into Pokemon when I see that things are starting to rise again, when there's popularity in it again, when people are jumping into the bandwagon again, when it's off to the moon again. That's when I would want to, buy more heavily into it, when I have the validation, the confirmation that things are rising, things are going to be going on the up and up. The last 3 years, I feel like I know things have been overpriced, and I've still been able to buy them and sell them in the same market because that market was a market that was trending up. It was a bullish market. Again, people don't like investments in Pokemon in the same sphere. They are in the same sphere. It's happened. It's been happening. And I probably gravitate towards talking about it like an investment, like stock market, because I went to school for finance. I want to feel like my degree was worth something, that it wasn't in vain. And Pokemon is a great way for me to continue that and be like, okay, this is very different, but it's also somewhat the same. What can I analyze here? What information can I get here? But yeah, first editions are falling. The Charizard card was a $30,000 to $50,000 card a couple months, a year or two ago. People were getting burned on that card. Maybe not even burned, because at that time in that market, that was the most, one of the most sought after cards. Not the rarest card, right? First edition Charizard, they pop up every week. It's not the rarest card. But it is definitely one of the pinnacles of Pokemon card collecting. That is a card that you want to own. That's why I own it. It's a card that I felt like this is, the tippy top of Pokemon right here. You can find them though. If you're patient, you can find a good deal. And that's what I'm trying to say right now to wrap this point up, that there are deals to be had on first edition cards right now. Literally the entire first edition base set. I've been looking at PSA 9s, PSA 8s. There are some really good deals happening. And if you can snag an auction that nobody cares about, you're going to get an even better deal. I would highly recommend looking at auctions right now. This is time for auctions. This is not a time to be looking at offers. Buy it now. Those sellers that want to take the safe play, and I've got tons of stuff listed for sale that's buy it now, offer up. That doesn't mean that it's going to sell quickly. There are tons of people with, offer up stuff. The people that are going to sell the most right now, in my opinion, are the ones that are willing to take the risk of doing the auctions. Auctions are where the best deals are most likely going to happen. There are plenty of times, especially during the boom, where auctions were terrible. Like, people were overpaying on everything. Auctions were ridiculous. Auctions were running higher than some of the offer up, buy it now prices because people just didn't even know what they were doing. Myself included, I certainly bid on stuff that I shouldn't have been bidding on. I shouldn't have been bidding as high on, and I got burned on it. It's a learning lesson. That was a part of the pandemic era of Pokemon, and we're just not in that anymore. It's a different time for Pokemon. It's a steady time for Pokemon. It's a time to rejoice about collecting and just enjoying and buying. This is not a to the moon time for Pokemon right now. And if it was, it would only be for very specific, very rare, highly sought after cards. That's my spiel on first editions falling. Lastly, this is really maybe even more important than talking about restocks or the first edition market. When I say first edition, I'm not talking about just base set. I'm talking about everything first edition right now. There are better prices on everything first edition right now. So Pokemon Mystery Slabs, that's the next thing that we're going to talk about. So why are people buying Pokemon Mystery Slabs? I mean, mystery packs, mystery bundles. Why are people buying this stuff? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't advise on it. I would honestly steer clear of anybody selling mystery packs. It just doesn't make rational sense, okay? I know we've got big YouTubers doing this. I know we've got random smaller channels doing this. I know we've got tons of sellers on eBay that are doing this, that are actually selling products, which is ridiculous to me. And then people reviewing these products and like hoping they get something good, or maybe, you know, they're like, I'm gonna review your product, so you better put some good stuff in my mystery pack. Some of these mystery packs, bigger channels, I'm not gonna name names, but some of these packs are like, they come with some items. They're like $400-$500. It's such a premium, and you are not promised anything out of that. So, people can't even get mad about it. That's the other thing. You can't even get upset if you get burned on a mystery pack. Like I get it. I feel for you if you buy mystery pack products and you get scammed on it and you're like, I was taken advantage of. I didn't know what I was doing. I do sympathize. I honestly do sympathize. Coming right into this hobby, that's something that a lot of people, I'm sure, did. But at the same time, it's a mystery. Why would you? Pokemon is already a gamble. Why would you take more of a gamble buying a product where you have no idea what? Going to Ollie really quick. Okay. My wife just texted me about something. Okay. I'm missing ingredients. Okay. Anyways, why? I cannot just have my time to do a 20-30 minute video per day. It's too much to ask. People gotta be calling me about the bar, gotta be texting me about stuff, gotta be reminding me about stuff. I literally sometimes wish I could just be in my little bubble, my little space in the Pokemon game room. Anyways, back to this topic. Why are people buying this product? It makes no sense to me. I don't know why people are doing it. I am seriously relying on you guys. Those of you that like mystery products, I get it. It's a mystery, but Pokemon is already a mystery. Why would you want to double down on your mystery? Why would you want to double down on your gamble? You've got bad pull rates in Pokemon cards already. Even the vintage pull rates, like 1 in 3 packs, like still 30% chance that you get something, 66% chance you get nothing. And then you're gonna throw that into a bag, that says mystery pack. Let me throw you in 3 packs of vintage packs that are dud packs that have nothing. And even if they were packs that had something, people that are selling this stuff, most likely, in my opinion, it's not about giving back to the community. It's about getting more. It's about, it's literally screwing people over. It's about how much more can I get now, out of this. I've already opened a booster box. I already got the cards that I want. I don't need the rest of these packs. I'm gonna just gift them in mystery boxes that are extremely overpriced to everybody else, so everyone else can hold my bags. It's just, and if you have done well with mystery packs from whoever, please let us know in the comments. Let me know. Orion, I have actually had really good experiences, because this is something that maybe I just need to be more informed on, that there are, you know, good sellers with these kind of products, and there are sellers that you should not be buying these products from, and there are influencers, content creators that you should not be buying these products from. It's just kind of like a PSA announcement, like, don't buy mystery pack products. They're not good. They're mostly not going to be good. You might get one that's decent, but that's been something on my mind. I constantly see people buying stuff like that. I constantly see stuff on eBay that's like that, and I've made a lot of bad purchases, right? I am not immune from making poor investments, financial decisions regarding Pokemon cards, or TCG in general. I bought a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards last year too. I make mistakes, but man, when I'm scrolling and I see those mystery packs and the mystery boxes, like 1 out of 10 chance you get a first edition Charizard, I'm like, that is the biggest crock I have ever seen. Like, you are not giving back to anybody, right? That one person that buys from you, they're not gonna be like, oh my god, I just got the craziest thing out of this mystery pack. Like, that's not gonna be the experience that you have. Let me tell you ahead of time, the experience you're gonna have is most likely going to be resentment, buyer's remorse, regret. Like, you're gonna be sitting there like, why did I do this? A couple $100, I could have put it towards a nice sealed from the company. Like, I know no one likes ordering on PokémonCenter.com, right? You can order on eBay all day, but there are a lot of scammers and a lot of people resealing products on eBay too. I've seen it all at this point. People going as low as resealing new modern products. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The fraud, scamming, and just BS in this hobby is just, this hobby's rife with it. But not to be negative, but occasionally, I have to bring some of that stuff to light, that like, people need to be really careful how they're spending their money in this hobby. This hobby can be so much fun if you have the right tools, the right advice, the right people, the right community, kind of guiding you. If you're collecting what you like, and not buying into the hype or buying into these products that are advertised to be, you know, amazing when they're not. This is what we're trained to do in sales, you know, in this country, in this world. Like, just sell someone on it, no matter at the cost, ethically, morally, sell someone on these products. That's what I see mystery products as. I know this was a 7-minute spiel about mystery packs, mystery boxes, mystery products. I don't like them. And whenever I see them being sold, it leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you want to sell a product and you want to sell it a little overpriced, by all means. I have stuff listed that's overpriced, over market price. I have features that I like about a card, characteristics I like about a card. I spin certain cards a certain way. This is the way that sales work, right? That's like upfront sales tactic right there. The mystery packs, mystery boxes, mystery items is like behind the scenes, like you're promising something, but you're not really gonna deliver on that. I don't know. I just think it's a whole new thing, and we've had it now for several years. I don't know why I'm just talking about it now. I feel like it would have been much better to do a video warning people to not buy into products like that a year or two ago, but my YouTube wasn't really even relevant a year or two ago. My YouTube was nothing a year ago, like nothing. You guys that have followed me up to this point know that this channel was nothing a year ago. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how things changed. I've also put in a lot of time on this channel, but now where it's going, 4,000 subscribers, that's 4,000 people that might get some information out of this. That I am begging you, please, if you're looking at mystery products, do your due diligence on that seller, try to find other examples, try to find other people that have had good experiences, and even then, I just would advise against it. I would advise against it. people have asked me, Orion, are you ever going to do like a mystery product, a mystery pack? No, I'm not doing a mystery product. I'm not doing anything that could potentially slander my reputation and my name as being a decent human being, okay? And yeah, just you guys think about what you're doing if you're looking at products like that. I think that's all I've got. Hopefully my rant wasn't too long or too off on tangents. I'm trying to think if I've got anything else bobbing around in my head. In terms of people asking me if I'm going to do giveaways or mystery packs or the reason that I don't do that stuff, I want you to watch my channel because you enjoy my channel. I don't want to have to give people things necessarily. Like, don't take this the wrong way. Some people have prided me on this. They've been like, yo, I applaud you. You know, like, honestly, you haven't had to buy your subscribers or buy over people or like, please like me. I'm giving you free stuff. Let me give you free stuff. Like me. It's just the content. If you like the content, if you enjoy what I'm trying to do with this channel, what I'm trying to create here, support it, right? And if you don't enjoy it, critique it. Give me some feedback. Tell me, Orion, you're doing terrible. This is why you're doing terrible. And I'll listen. I'll honestly listen. I'm not the type of person to take anything too personally. So if you have some feedback, let me know. I know there are some things that I could change and do differently with audio and visual setup. But other than that, content quality wise, let me know if I'm doing well. And let me know, like, if you guys seriously think that like giveaways, you know, can, like, I understand that they can build up a channel and make it large. I don't know. A part of me just feels like giveaways means like I'm always getting something out of it. Like, take my stuff, but I want something out of it. There's always an ulterior motive. And there's no motive when I'm just making content. You either like it or you don't like it. My motive is I want the channel to grow. I want it to succeed. And I think I'm doing that so far. But I think that doing other things, giveaways, mystery pack, all this stuff, it's just like you're trying to do something, but you're also risking destroying your reputation, or kind of faking your way to the top in some sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going off on tangents about giveaways now. Anyways, peace out, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you guys found the video informative, and I'll catch you guys later tonight for the live stream. Hopefully we'll be uninterrupted. But yeah, we'll do a live stream. We'll open some 151. I'll hang out with you guys. I'll answer questions. We'll chop it up. Peace. Y'all have a great day.